What's up, guys? It's me, your girl Zesty and the Zesty Pooh Crew. I know it don't look like I'm doing much of nothing, but that's because I'm getting ready to start working on this fried chicken. This is a highly requested video. A lot of people are like, well, you always put something on your chicken. Well, I like things on my chicken, but I do like regular fried chicken. So today I am making regular southern fried chicken. So let's get into this video. Oh, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you want to see more of what I have to give, please hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell so that way you could be uploaded each and every time I upload content. And I would love to have you guys be a part of the family. Seriously, I would. We have fun. I love everybody I'm connecting with. We are just one big happy family around here. So let's get into this video. All right, so for starters, I have it soaking in some water, and I always like to peel this skin off of my legs, if at all possible. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I just hate it. So what I usually do is I soak my chicken in vinegar. I don't want to get to playing with it because I know I will. So I like my chicken to be squeaky clean. So I have some organic apple cider vinegar that I'm just going to soak it in. I know the water may look dirty, and it's all right. It's chicken. We're going to wash it real good. We're going to let it soak in this. And the little pieces you see floating around that I just poured in, that's because it's organic, so it has real apple pieces in the bottom of the vinegar. All right, so the chicken is purty and nice and cleaned up. I got as much of those little things off my legs as I could. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with some Texas Pete. I always like Texas Pete on regular fried chicken because, for one, it gets the flavors in there, and for two, I like the way it helps the seasoning to stick. And I'm probably only going to put just to my liking. It just does not make the chicken hot, FYI. It doesn't make the chicken hot. I'm going to switch gloves because I got hot sauce everywhere. So now I'm going to start out with some sazon. I'm growing to like this stuff. It's real good. I'm not going to mix it all in until I got it. I'm going to probably put about I don't know, to my liking. I like both sides of my chicken seasoned, so I'm going to say this is probably maybe about a tablespoon. You don't want it too salty because fried chicken can be too salty and it makes it not good. A little onion powder. And I really don't go overboard with my seasonings. I like to keep it light and I want a nice flavor. I just don't want it too salty. That's why I'm not real keen on seasoning salt. I like it, but not too much of it. This is garlic powder. My garlic powder, for whatever reason, looks chalky. So now you want to get that clean hand and you want to massage that chicken in those seasonings. Oh, and I'm not done. I got a little bit more to go. That garlic powder just gives me anxiety for whatever reason. So now I'm going to hit it with some celery salt. You don't want to go overboard with the celery salt because celery salt is very salty. I just like the flavor. I'm going to say about a teaspoon of it. I know this might sound weird, but I'm going to hit it with some dry mustard, about a half teaspoon of it. Dry mustard gives it a nice, good, tangy pop. I'm also going to put just a tad bit of turmeric. Just a tad bit of turmeric. I just like turmeric on my fried chicken. It does something to it. I'm going to say about a half teaspoon of it. And then lastly, I'm going to put paprika for color. And honestly, I'm frying the chicken, so you ain't going to even be able to see it. And I just like paprika. I can't tell you why, because I just use it. So now you want to take your clean glove. I might put a little bit more hot sauce in there, because I want again, the hot sauce don't make it hot, y'all. So don't think it's going to be spicy, because it's not. Alright, so I'm going to start out with a wet batter. I'm going to put about a third cup, maybe about a half cup of flour. And I like this whenever I fry chicken. I like the seasoned flour too, but I like this. And because of the amount of chicken, I'm going to add 2 cracked eggs. No shells are allowed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly add in some water. Because I want a thin batter, not too thin. A little bit thicker than pancake batter. Because this is going to be our first coating. But you do not want this real thick because you don't want it to be too thick. I think that's good. And you can play with it as well. I'm probably going to add about a teaspoon of flour It's because I probably put too much. Yeah, I'm horrible with measuring this out because I'm so used to doing it by myself. So this is what you're looking for. Thin like batter. This is going to be our first coating on the chicken. Just make sure you get all the lumps and bumps out of there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put 2 cups of flour. And, you know, add it as you need it while you coating the chicken. And so to this, I am going to put a little bit of seasoning in it to season my flour up. I'm going to add probably about maybe about a teaspoon of sazon. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just because you want that skin real good and seasoned. I'm put about a half teaspoon of ground mustard. Some paprika just for color. Oh, and onion powder. I forgot about the onion powder. So while the oil's heating up, I'm just going to pour my mixture right on in there. And I'm going to take that clean hand, clean glove, whatever you got. You want to make sure each piece is evenly coated. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cook my big pieces first. Again, you want to make sure that you coat it, but you let your excess drip off. Yeah, I think I'm going to cook my thighs first, because these are some big boys. And I only have 3 thighs, the rest is legs. For dark meat, you want to make sure you give it between 15 and 18 minutes, contingent on your temperature and your fryer's direction. You notice I'm not putting too much chicken in at one time because I don't want my flour to get clumpy. You want to make sure you take your time. Low and slow is the name of the game. I do have my fryer on 330. And you want to make sure you shake that flour off of there, because if not, it will be thick. And you are not going to blame me. So, here we go. Shake it off. Going to the fryer. So, my oil is hot. It's ready to go. Give it a test. Oh, she ready. Put it in there. And make sure that your chicken is room temperature. So that way you don't cool off your oil. Because if you cool off your oil, your breader ain't going to sit right. So you want to make sure, and don't overcrowd it. Just let it cook. I will be making this in 2 batches. Alright, so it's been right at 17 minutes. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, but yes. Oh, but yes. Now, I have a cooling rack over here that I'm going to, if you're cooking it in batches like me, then you want to make sure you put it at least on 200 in the oven so that way it can stay crispy. And look at that, y'all. Ooh, wee. See that crust? Alright, so I have to get started on my next batches. I got to get rid of all these crumbs. Just make sure you get rid of all the crumbs. And make sure you let your oil come up back up to temp before you put in another batch. Alright guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. So I just wanted to give you an up close and personal look at the chicken. So the positive quote says, I'm starting over. A new pattern of thoughts. A new wave of emotions. A new connection to the world. A new belief system. With that being said, I love you all. Peace out.